Hey guys, what's going on? Just doing another video update of my 75-gallon native tank. Um, just just got back from being gone for a week. I was out of town for work all week and had someone else feeding the fish, and got back, had a lot of algae and stuff on the glass, and um, water was pretty cloudy, so I imagine they probably fed them a little bit more than they should have. But I just did a 33% water change, and hoping that'll help clear it up a little bit. There's some micro bubbles from turning the filters back on, but that'll clear up by morning. But just wanted to show you a few new things about the tank. Things that weren't in there in the last video. I've got some minnow species in there. I've got 3 redfin shiners, and then 4 creek chubs in there now. Those are all ones that I caught out of the same location that I caught the rest of them. Just little creeks around my house. So yeah, the creek chubs will get probably about 6 to 8 inches full grown. The shiners probably won't get a whole lot bigger than they are now, maybe an inch or two bigger. But we'll see how big the creek chubs actually get as to whether or not they stay in this tank. But sadly, this is the only tank I have up and running anymore. I officially got rid of the 120. I traded it for another 75 because the 75 will fit better in the house we're moving into. The 120 just be way too big. So sad to see it go, but at the same time I'm glad we're moving. So oh yeah, I just want to point out also this little bluegill that I caught, he's probably twice the size that he was when I got him a month ago. I mean, he's grown a ton. Real active little guy, real not very shy at all. But yeah, I'm really enjoying this tank. I'm enjoying the fish. Some of the fish just have absolutely just fantastic color. Got a couple of these male long ears in here that are just look incredible. In fact, the camera doesn't even do them justice. They're much like redder color than they are on video. On video, they look kind of like a darker orange or burnt orange color, but they're actually like a bright red color. But yeah, just absolutely loving this tank. I had some valves some jungle val in the 120. It was one of the only plants that I had left in there, and I didn't want to throw it out. And so it's a native plant species, so I threw it in here. I had an acris in here. In fact, there's 2 or 3 tiny little stems of it left, but it really just didn't root strong enough, and the fish just, through swimming around chasing each other or whatnot, just kept tearing it up and pulling it up, and so it's just not going to make it. It doesn't seem like it's going to make it in this tank. So, but this jungle val, it's got pretty strong roots. It does pretty well by itself. It'll do just fine. So I think it'll turn out just fine. I think it'll grow really well in here. I don't know if I'm going to put any other plant species in here. There's a lot of Ludwigia growing around in the ponds and stuff around here, and especially like you'll find it on the edges of the ponds growing immersed and stuff. And so I thought about grabbing some of that and throwing that in here, but we'll see. I may just have this jungle val be all that's in there, depending on how well it grows. But yeah, just really enjoying this tank. I'm trying to think of what I'm going to do with the other tanks when I get them set up and running. I really want a fully planted tank. Probably both the tanks will be fully planted. I'm thinking the 29 gallon. I'm not going to go native on the 29. I'm thinking I'm going to go make it a shrimp tank, and then I'll keep one type of shrimp, whether it be cherry reds or something like that, or just one type of shrimp that does, it's pretty easy to keep, and then a type of danio or hatchet fish. I'm thinking dwarf emerald danio, because that's something you don't really see a whole lot of. I think it's Danio erythromicron is the scientific name for it. But they look a lot like celestial pearl danios, about the same size and everything like that, and kind of the same coloration, except other than spots on the sides, they have vertical stripes, and so I think they look pretty neat. So I'm thinking those, or orange hatchet fish. I'm gonna butcher this, but Labuca daddy brazuri or something like that. But orange hatchet fish, another thing that you don't see around too often, but they look really neat, and both species will work with shrimp, will survive with shrimp. But I'll have I'll just make the 29 gallon fully planted, and some driftwood in there, and different, maybe a couple different types of mosses, or at least one type of moss, and some crypts and stuff like that. It won't be a native tank, but yeah, so that'll be my 29 gallon. And then the 75 gallon, I'm definitely probably going to make that into a native tank, but I'm going to try and make it into a native planted tank, using just different plant species that are native to the United States, North America. And I'm thinking, maybe some shiners and daces and darters in that tank. So I've still got my FX5, and I've got my 4-bulb T5 HO set up, so it'll be a highlight, a planted tank with plenty of filtration, so I'll be able to do something with a strong current, so I can keep different types of daces and stuff like that in there, maybe some darters, stuff that like current, but I'll just have to be selective of the plants, find some plants that can handle a decent current like that. But yeah, I'm excited about starting over. I really am. I don't know how soon I'm going to be able to start over, but once I get started, I'm looking forward to it. So, like I said before in a video before, I'm still going to do a contest. It's probably going to be around August before I can get to it, just because I have to get all this stuff with moving and stuff out of the way first. But just wondering what I should give away as a prize. I'm not looking to give away cash, or I'm not looking away just to give away straight cash. I'm looking for some kind of, maybe something interesting to give away. Trying to keep it around $20-30 of whatever it is I'll offer. Maybe some $20 to $30 worth of plants or something like that from someone, or maybe, I don't know. Anyways, if you got any ideas on stuff contest prizes and stuff like that, let me know. So yeah, this is what I've got left right now. So just hope you guys enjoy it, and have a great night. Later.